The stats prove it. Marriage is difficult, bro. We want to like cap. Got Nimrod go. So that's silence. When Brad Dave asked him, hey, someone get that clip.
You're married now. Umama, Shalene.
Yes, Shalene.
Yes.
Shalene Dio.
How is the marriage? And I ask this question so we can talk about it for a minute. Hard. But you're sailing.
I need the wind behind that sail. My sails are down.
Ooh.
Marriage is not easy, bro.
Okay, so there are 4 things that are making marriages fail in South Africa deeply, and the first one is honesty. We have a lot of dishonest people in South Africa that do not show a state of truthfulness in their lives. The second one is that we lack transparency as a people. And when we enter relationships, we enter with a secretive mode. And that is the second thing that's destroying marriages, secret agendas in them. The third most important one, we don't have a good relationship with money. We are even willing to use marriage to catapult ourselves to states of wealth. And that in it and of itself is making South African marriages not to work.
Marry, divorce, divorce, and collect the bag.
Exactly, because we are literally using other people's lives, the hard-earned work, in order to bind them to certain gains that we want for ourselves that actually proves our failure. There is nothing boastful about exiting a marriage as a man and saying, I managed to get the house from that woman, or as a woman saying, I managed to get half his pension, I managed to get this.
Hey Bafetu, so I'm at a restaurant and I hear these women talking. They're sitting behind me, it's a back-to-back kind of setup. This woman tells her friend, Uguti, Chomi, Oroyena, Chomi, your first problem was marrying someone who's from a poor family, very, very poor family, and expecting them to accept you. So it got me thinking, okay, marrying a breadwinner is extreme sport, especially when his family is impoverished like that. It's not always about love and smiles. The reality is many families don't actually hate Makoti. What they hate is what her presence represents. Because the moment that guy marries, it's no longer easy to manipulate him. They can't just pile all the struggles on him, expecting him to carry the entire family anymore. It's just not gonna work. See, a lot of guys, the moment things start looking up financially, we rush into marriage, Akiri. But our families, they're hoping we become the foundation, the one who sacrifices himself for everyone. So when Makoti enters the picture, she's seen as the barrier. Not because she's a bad person, but because the guy's loyalty is now divided. His money has direction. His choices have to consider his household. And in poverty, that shift feels like betrayal. They don't hate Makoti. They hate that her presence closes the door to controlling him.
What do you think blinds us as married? I mean, you were married. What
Yes.
blinded you?
Familiarity.
Yeah.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
When we're first dating, we're novel, man. We're
Yeah.
new to each other.
Yeah.
I'm watching your eyebrows. Oh, this now.
Sure.
And I'm getting you in small doses.
Yes.
I think that adds to the excitement.
Yep.
It's like a temporary exposure to you. Then I get to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, he's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
When we're married, I'm seeing you every day. And I think it's the same phenomenon as when you get a really nice outfit you've been wanting. Oh, the first day is amazing. The 30th day.
Doesn't fit the same.
I think I like a new outfit now.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized is when I was married, the ability to stay in love with your partner is solely your job. And I think we think it's their job
100.
to keep us in love with them.
Forget it.
But it's your job because
100.
it's always been your job.
Yes.
It was never their
It
job.
is, yeah.
How you fell in love with them was you and the conversations you had with you
Yeah.
while you witnessed them.
Yes.
So when we get married, we kind of want them to trigger it now. Like, now it's your job to make me love you. So for me, I realized that, man, it is my job to stay in love. It's my job to notice the little things. It's my job to say, oh, look at him smiling over there. Like, just stare like you used to when you were dating. But now you've lost the capacity to do that. Why? Because we are so distracted also with doing. When we come into union, we lose the fun aspect of our relationship, which is what kept us together when we were dating. And then things happen, responsibilities happen, and we forget to have fun together, which is the thing that brought us together. I think we have to be so intentional about keeping the things that brought us together alive. It must be in the budget. Because I was watching somebody say, a lot of people think going to therapy saves a marriage, but having fun together will save your marriage more than
Before
therapy
you
will.
go to therapy.
Because you're having good experiences with this person. But if all you're having is the arguments, you're fighting, the teaspoon is not in the sink, wear your pants, and the nervous system goes unsafe. And that's how you end up drifting apart. You're like, we grew apart. And I always say, just because you are under a roof with somebody doesn't mean you guys are actually together.
No.
So now, let there be fights, but also let there be fun. Let there be good experiences. Let there be edifying experiences. Let's have bonding experiences. And not wake up one day and say, oh, we're no longer bound. I feel so far. I don't know who you are. Of course you don't.
I don't know
We've
when
just
this
been,
happened.
we've been stocking toilet paper and changing diapers. That's all we do.
Lord.
How about we actually go have fun? And that's something that my ex was big on, that I was on, because I was mommy mode and wifey mode and and he was like, I just want to have fun with you.
Yeah. You're more concerned about wearing the uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And showing up as a
showing
proper
up.
wife to everybody else but
Except
him.
South Africans aren't just getting married later, they're getting married less. And when they do, they're more likely than ever to hit the eject button within 10 years. So Stats SA recently dropped its latest marriage and divorce figures covering all of 2023, and it paints the picture of a country potentially rethinking the whole concept. You see, civil marriages are down 34% compared to a decade ago. Customary marriages also dropped nearly 20%. And for those who are still walking the aisle, well, they're taking their time. The median age for grooms is now 38 and 34 for brides, up nearly 3 years since 2014. Now, first timers still dominate, but remarriage is even more rare. According to the report, just 4% of divorced men and under 3% of women tend to go for round 2. Meanwhile, divorce is picking up speed. Over 22,000 breakups were finalized throughout the year, a 10% rise from the previous year. Most tend to happen within the first decade, and more than half involve kids. Women under 45 are more likely to initiate divorce, but past that, men tend to take the lead. Now look, it's certainly not the death of marriage, but in South Africa today, fewer people are rushing in, and this idea of forever is starting to look a little different. But what do you think? Is this a natural shift with the times? Is it a symptom of some deeper issue? Or is there something else here at play? Let me know your thoughts.
Right? If a person takes out lobola, are they married? Is it a customary marriage? And does it mean that they're married in community of property? And the answer that we got from the Constitutional Court today is yes. Yes, they're married. Which means that if you thought that when you were taking out lobola, you're not yet married, you are indeed married. And if you signed an anti-nuptial agreement after lobola payment, it means that the anti-nuptial agreement that you signed is actually invalid. And if I'm married in community of property, that means what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. A lot of people were married or lobola was just paid. Or given. Lobola was given. And they believe that because of the no clarity, or because of ignorance, they believe that because it was just lobola paid, then I'm able to move on. We'll call the families together. We'll let the family know this is not working and we'll go our separate ways. Then what ends up happening is that these individuals who were married customarily go and find other people to marry. what does it mean for the marriages that they go on to have, knowing very well that according to the law, this marriage can only be dissolved through a divorce decree? If I didn't get a divorce decree, if I truly believed that because I married customarily or because I just gave lobola, that means that we're not married civilly, that means we can move on with our lives, and I go on and meet somebody and marry that person, whose marriage is invalid? Is it my marriage that is invalid, the first one I had through lobola, or is it the second one that is invalid?
The new marriage or the subsequent marriage is invalid.
That civil certificate is invalid. The at the church with the white dress, that one is invalid.
Yes, that's the new one. Because you did not dissolve, you don't have a decree of divorce for your customary marriage which you left.